Hey guys, RC here, back with episode 5. We're in our third recruiting episode. Um, just we've already figured out the recruiting is going to take some time, especially as we're getting used to it. You can see that our region changes and back to the default to the national. So we need to change that back as we are interested. I want to come down to the guys in this 800 range uh, and 900 range that we just added last time. And let's come up and hit interest level. And it looks like we've actually added a few. All right, so this guy, we had no scholarship. Not particularly keen on his defense. Frederick, passing, ball handling, scoring, pretty average across the board. So I like the scholarship to him. So let's dial in on scouting. We're going to scout him, and he declines our visit again. So he's still low interest, but we're going to stay on him. All right. Bivens, 5'9" guard, good ball handler, shot blocker. That's actually surprising for a 5'9" guy. I don't have a scholarship offer on him, but that's okay. So we're going to pass on him. All right, he's got a scholarship, good defense. So I want to dial in on him. He doesn't want to visit. Let's call him and just chat some more. All right, and we'll end the call. We just want to get a little more information. All right, no scholarship. Point guard. Actually, you know what? Let me come up and do this. I'm going to watch film on this guy and this guy. That is going to get us, hopefully, the stat ratings on them. All right. So, no interest. Good shooting, good rebounding, good defense. I like him a lot. Scoring, defense. Not much of a rebounder, though. Little interest or no interest coming to our school. Alright, I've used all my live scouts this week, so I can't do that. Shooting guard, little interest. I like him overall. We'll dial in on him a little bit. Okay, he already declined us. He looks pretty good. Ball handling, very good. Inside shooting, he's a center. Rebounding, All right, tell you what, let's look at rebounders here. So B and B, so Duggins we're already on. B and C, C and C. Here's a guy out of New York. All right, well, we can't get anybody to come this week, and that's fine. We'll just save that money. Let's look at our offers again. All right. Defense, rebounding. He's more the ball handler. Passing, handling. I'm going to revoke his scholarship. He's got a scholarship. All right, let's come down. All right, let's look at rebounders. All right, yes, yes. Cole. Power forward. I like him. Let's go ahead and offer the scholarship. All right. I don't know if I'm thinking offering the scholarship has got to give them more interest in you, right? You would think. So let's see if we can call him. Nope, wasn't having any of it. All right, we're good. Let's go ahead and advance. We're at the 25th.
You have new mail.
So that should take us to the 1st for another week. All right, we got the Memphis Hoops. All right, Big Apple. That's the one I think. No, that's the national one. Nope, that's the regional camp. So that is the one we're going to. Just to make sure. Yeah, we haven't picked anything up. So we're going to run camp.
You have new mail.
All right. None of the players from our watch list were there. Recruiting. Nope, still there. Nothing. We still have just the visit, so we haven't gained anything yet. That should be where we want to be there. All right, let's see. All right, so here's my 4 scholarships. 3 of them have low interest, 1 has no interest. All right, let's see if we can host a visit to any of the 4. All right, so you have to kind of look at these as well, the notes. So his coach says he's talented but could work harder, so a little lazy. Academics is not important to him, and we see that here, not towards the not important side. We're in the quiet period, July 31st through September 10th. So this does tend to drag a little bit. I'll be very honest with you. It does tend to drag. Because honestly, it doesn't feel like you're accomplishing anything. I'm not seeing any movement. I'm seeing a few guys with some interest coming up, but not immensely. Now, who's that one guy? See, I mean, I just started recruiting him though. Do I contact him? Do I start reaching out to him? Hung up on me. So I mean, what do we do there? Now we did read that thing that said their ratings will start to change. So the first thing I want to do is kind of hit a little more film. Okay, Bivens. All right, Leach up to Smith. And he's already visited us. All right, so that's all we can do this week. Doing an auto save. So you can see basically the recruiting is a lot of repetition, trying to add players to your list, trying to see what kind of interest level you can get, and the goal is to try to have a 3 interest, which is the best that they can have. I have not called this guy. Now he says he's interested, but we're not in the mix. All right, let's talk about pitches. And he finally hung up on me. All right, well, so we learned a little bit, but not a lot. Cole still has not come on board. He hung up on us. I am guessing that means that he's not going to give us a shot. I'm not going to pull the scholarship yet. All right, let's come down. Let's do this group right here. All right. We may get lucky with somebody, but probably not. So we're just going to kind of, all I'm doing is I'm adding 10 more players to my list with the film watch. Oh, he's already on it. Yep. All right, so we're not going to waste any of the money there. We'll go ahead and recruit. Oh, now see, it says I have an email there, but it didn't give me the audio. Norton candidates announced. This is the Player of the Year, our All-American guys. So the what is it called? The Naismith Award, I think. It's the Heisman for basketball players. None of our guys are going to be in there, I am guessing. All right, let's go ahead and delete all these because I don't need those anymore. Let's come back and look at recruiting on the call list. Okay, so we've added some additional guys. Looks like we've gotten a little more interest here, so that's good. We just need to evaluate these guys. Lewis looks like we have not gotten any stats. Let's see. So, all right, first off, Cole has not come on to us at all, so I'm going to revoke the scholarship. I'm going to keep him on my list because I still like him. But now I need to go and look at these guys with interest and see who jumps out at me. All right, junior college guy, he's got an offer. Smith, no. I'm really looking for somebody with the with interest. Update. All right, so that actually makes it easier for me. Duggins. Location, he's from New Jersey. We're in New York. 14 points, 5 boards. Scoring, rebounding, defense. I like him. Let's go ahead and offer him. All right, let's check offers again. I'm worried about Leach at 2.1 that he's not going to qualify. All right, let's start here. All right. Basically, all I'm doing there is I'm just kind of choosing some things at random, trying to. And he hung up. And that'll do that. All right, let's see. Now, we still have 20 people left. All right, so we're going to take off with interest. We're going to take off our call and watch list. Oh, and I only want to look at the Atlantic East again. Because remember, we're a regional school, so we need to recruit regionally. We just won't be able to recruit outside of that. 739. You know, let's fill in some of the gaps here. Because you'll get a little bit of a boost from the calling, because that means your assistant's calling them. Huh. All right, that's all 10 this week. And there's probably a better way to do this, but again, having not played in a couple of since the probably 2 or 3 versions ago, I think in fact before he went to Draft Day Sports, I think the last one I played was Total College Basketball (TCB). All right, any emails? No. All right, back to recruiting. All right, let's check with interest on my call, because everybody should be on my call list. So we've actually added some more interest level here. You know, remember last time we didn't have to scroll, so we've added at least a couple of people. All right, so everybody at least has some interest here. All right. Oh, and let's. hung up on me. Let's go ahead and bump him a little bit with some research. Okay. Just reached the end of his rope there, I guess. Alright, so he likes facilities a lot and location. So our facilities are not great. Let's kind of come back to our almanac. No. Info. Here we go. Conference prestige 19 out of 100. Team prestige 16 out of 100. 900 minimum score. Facilities are average. Academics are slightly above average. Okay. Oh, and that's where Emmitsburg, Maryland, not New York. Okay, well. All right. Oh, so the recruiting was already factored in, so I could have bought that gold book. So that's something I will know for next year. That probably would help me a little bit, especially here in the early going. I always found it was helpful to buy that before. Let's see. We've got 7 film left. All right, let's take that off and only go there. We'll just continue to add people to our list. I don't think we want to go that high. Let's add a group here. All right, I'm not going to do him because he's only 5'7". Oh, you must have a finite watch list. That's the only thing I can think. All right, so I don't know if that's the case. I tell you what, real quick, let's come up to Wolverine, and I'm going to add a new topic. Recruiting questions. Do you have a finite amount of players you can add to your call list and watch list? All right, now I want to ask just to see what kind of feedback I get, but also what we can do is let's update this and let's come down to the guys that are off of my list and let's take off. What do you think? All right, that's 5 players. Now let's come back. Let's come back to that. Now I need to find the guy. Do I remember who it was? No, I don't. 638. All right, let's just try him. All right, that must be what it is. So you can only add so many people. So you're going to have to go in and remove the ones that are not interested. If I remember correctly, we just took off 5, right? So that's 4. And I had a guy that I had added, but I don't remember who it was. So let's look for only the ones on my call list. Let's update that. Yep, this was him right there. So he's now on the watch list. And I bet now, so if we go back to another guy, let's look at everybody. And I should not be able to add somebody. So the answer is going to be yes, there is a finite amount. But we don't know what that is. I don't know if it's 20 or 50 or 12 or, there should be somewhere that tells you how many you have on your call list, what the max is, some kind of like 12 out of 12, 50 out of 50, 38 out of 50. But then what you can do is you can come back to your call list. We can update that. We can sort by interest. And then you go down to, and just start at the bottom. And all right, now he's off of, I'd like to have an option too, maybe where you just hide this player, where you just take him off your board. Because again, he's not on my call list anymore, but he still appears when I sort him out this way, right? So because I'm saying, hey, I want to see the people on my call list, but they were still there. And there he is. I mean, so all these guys, oh, he's still on my call list. He must have been a new guy. No? Well, I'm going to keep him on. Don't know why. And I want to look at everybody again. And 987. Let's look at him. All right, we'll see what that does. All right, so we've used all of our film. You can see our budget has continued to go down. We're going to run recruiting for the week. And we're going to go ahead and put a cut in right here. And we'll pick up right here in the next video. So hope the tutorial's helping out. Like I said, I know this recruiting part is dragging, but it's honestly probably the biggest part of the game, and we have to get through it to get to the season anyway. So we just assume figure out exactly how it works. Again, since it's our first game, they do suggest you when you start your league, set it to easy for recruiting rather than normal, to have a little bit more flexibility, and that'll help you out a little bit. Thanks for checking it out. Hope it's helping. We'll see you in the next video.